Welcome to Harvesting Tomorrow, Navigating the AI Revolution as a Community. This webinar aims to explore the profound impact of AI on society and the pivotal role of community in embracing this forthcoming revolution. This session will provide insightful perspectives and practical strategies for community leaders and members alike. Well, there's no doubt about it, the AI revolution is certainly here. The field of artificial intelligence has experienced remarkable advances. Daily, we are seeing revolutionary aspects changing our lives. Its implications extend from healthcare to entertainment, and it is redefining the way in which we live and work. ChatGPT 3.5 was the first, but now Mistral, Gemini, Claude 3 represent the cutting edge of AI technology. And this just showcases the potential it has for natural language processing, also advanced robotics and personalised assistance in the future as well. Now, this video, which I'm about to show you, demonstrates the first offering by OpenAI of a text-to-video called SORA. And what you'll see next is generated from purely a text prompt. At the moment, they only generate 1 minute of video, and we won't have access as the public until the end of 2024. Now, I've added some background sound for effect, but I'm sure that you'll get the idea. So I think that'll give you a pretty reasonable idea about the amount of detail that can be seen in one of those videos, and it's only going to get better over time. What you see on the slide is not an extensive list, but it's simply provided to demonstrate the number of models that are out there that are alternatives to ChatGPT and OpenAI. Llama comes from Facebook or Meta. It has general language and understanding, and it is open source. GPT-4, of course, from OpenAI is closed source, and you don't have access to that code. Claude from Anthropic is also closed source and has just released an extremely powerful version with Claude 3 in 3 different versions. GPT 3.5 is the original version that was introduced that we all saw in November 23. It is closed source. Mistral, which is out of Paris in France, is open source. Grok, which is Elon Musk's XCOM, was closed source, but I believe that they released it as open source yesterday, or will be doing so this week, which is March 24. Now, the debate between open and closed source is quite interesting. In one camp, the people with closed source say, oh, it's too dangerous to give to the rest of the world and allow them to play with the code. The people from the open source community say, we have to do this in order to democratize AI and give everybody the opportunity to experience the benefits from AI that it will bring to communities worldwide. And that's not going to happen with closed source. because other communities and other countries and cultures won't necessarily be able to afford to access those models. Now, it is possible to compare how models operate. So what we're going to do now is have a look at the comparison between, say, the latest version of Claude 3, the original GPT 3.5. So if we go to this model and it asks us to log in, and we're just going to go here to the arena. So we're going to compare the two models, Claude 3 Opus, which is their latest and most powerful model, compared to the original GPT 3.5. We're going to copy in the prompt now. So we'll just go down the bottom here, paste it in, which is to analyse the current trends in the global renewable energy market. We're just going to hit send here, and we'll see the speed comparison between the two and also the quality of the response. So there we go, and they're off and running. Okay, so as you can see, they both finish pretty much on time, which will have something to do with the speed of the network. If you were to test them in real terms, Claude 3 would be a lot faster than GPT 3.5, and it would also provide much better information as well. And if you were to read through this, Claude 3 is coming up and saying, in conclusion, based on current trends, solar PV and wind energy and hydropower are likely to dominate the global renewable energy market over the next decade. Whereas GPT 3.5 suggests that, in conclusion, based on the analytics of current trends, solar energy, wind energy, and battery energy storage are likely to dominate the market. Now, GPT 3.5, to my knowledge, has not necessarily been updated as a result of the release of GPT-4 and its updates, so you will get a difference there. But that will just give you a bit of an indication of the difference between the two and also what they can produce. So if we go back out of here, and we'll go now to the next model, which is Grok. Now, Grok runs on a completely different type of processor. It's specifically designed to run AI tasks. And then you've got Sapon, who've unveiled a new X330, which is said to operate at twice the compute speed and 1.3 times more energy efficient. On the right-hand side, you can see a palm-held device called Rabbit, and it runs a large action model, and it can actually complete tasks. It's worthwhile doing a search for it. Have a look at the demo on screen of how it orders a pizza and an Uber, and it carries out the entire task itself, and for only $199 US. I've ordered mine as soon as it was released, but I don't expect to receive it until June. But it'll be something certainly well worthwhile to play with. So now if we have a look at Grok and just see the speed difference, that's the main thing that I want to demonstrate to you. And here, so it runs on Mistral, the Mixed Experts model. I will just paste the prompt in again there. That's the same prompt. All right, now we're just going to click submit, and you watch the difference in the speed. So you can see the enormous difference in the speed comparisons there between the Claude GPT 3.5 and also the Grok processor. So AI is certainly having an impact on our lives, and it's going to have an enormous impact on jobs and the economy. It is reshaping industry and job markets. It's going to create new opportunities, and it's also going to require us to adapt from the current technologies and also for our workforce to adapt. As of January 24, 42,000 jobs had already been lost in the US tech industry. And it was interesting because it was felt that AI would come for the blue-collar jobs first, and yet it seems to have had its greatest impact in the tech area and also middle management in a number of other industries as well, such as the US Parcel Service, which terminated or retrenched a considerable number of their middle managers. Education and learning is another area that there's going to be significant impact, because personalised learning platforms using AI will be able to adapt to each student's learning pace, their style and their needs, and this will create a revolution in education effectiveness and accessibility, but it will also provide the opportunity for students to reach their maximum potential because it will be customised to their needs. In the entertainment and leisure section, well, we are already seeing that with music being recommended and with films being recommended on such platforms as Spotify and Amazon and Netflix. And in the healthcare and wellbeing sector, the utilisation of AI has already improved diagnostics, treatments, patient care, and it certainly has been instrumental in developing new prostate cancer treatments. It has improved the speed of drug testing to bring new drugs to market and also to explore proteins that wouldn't have been discovered for years and years. Apart from that, there is also real-time voice translation. Now, Rabbit actually does this. So the AI technologies will enable real-time natural sounding translation across multiple languages. And that'll break down the barriers. It's almost reminiscent of Doctor Who seems to carry around some sort of device which allows him to communicate with any race, irrespective of where he lands in the galaxy. So that will certainly be useful for people when they're travelling overseas and being able to communicate with people. There'll also be AI developments in the agriculture sector, which is already occurring to predict crop yields. They'll be able to detect plant diseases a lot earlier. They would also be able to have a look at soil samples and recommend the types of fertiliser to apply, which would improve food production and also increase sustainability. In legal analysis, there have already been examples of AI being used to scan merger and acquisition documents, which would take a lawyer 3 months to do, and AI has done them in a matter of minutes or hours at the most, 300 times faster either way. So there is certainly impacts in that area as well. Now, Klarna is an interesting story, and this comes from a press release which was done by the company itself, but it's indicative of what is happening and what will happen. The article that I've referenced there is from Forbes magazine, and at Klarna, they adopted AI, and it has impacted quite considerably on their hiring strategy. They reduced their customer service staff by 25% by the end of 2023. They partner with OpenAI, and in just 1 month, the ChatGPT agent managed 2/3 of customer service chats, which was 2.3 million conversations in 23 markets and 35 languages, and was able to handle these on a 24/7 basis. No sick pay, no annual leave, no long service leave, no complaints, nothing, just worked away. And Klarna believes that it will increase their profits by $40 million in 2024. The AI apparently costs between $2 and $3 million to implement, but that's probably more than covered by the savings in wages. Interestingly enough, the article states that the customer satisfaction response between the AI agent and human customer service agents was the same. But interestingly enough, the AI agent, was able to respond to queries in an average time of 2 minutes compared to humans taking 11 minutes. That's a considerable improvement in customer service and speed of satisfying those customers. Let's move on to community, which is the heart of what I wanted to talk to you about. Community is all important at any time, but it's going to become more important in the age of AI. Human connection is critical, and as AI automation increases, the need for that connection and community support will become paramount. It emphasises the importance of fostering inclusive and supportive environments within our communities. There'll be a rekindling of community ties, I hope. The AI revolution provides an opportunity to reinvigorate these ties, promoting collaboration between people, building resilience, a shared sense of purpose within neighbourhoods and social networks. The old saying that it takes a village to raise a child may well return to where a village is raising the children. There needs to be inclusive benefits for everyone too, to ensure that everybody gains the benefit from the AI revolution so that there is equitable access and meaningful participation in the transformational changes that AI brings and the abundance that it creates. There will also be status. That's going to always be in our communities because we are social animals and we will naturally seek status. We're not going to end up with an egalitarian society, but hopefully we will still be a lot more considerate towards one another and a lot more inclusive. The key will be to pursue inclusion with integrity, respect for others, and a commitment to the common good. And The Status Game by Will Storr is an excellent book to read to have a greater understanding of status and how it plays out within our communities. Part of building community is the role of community leaders. These are the people that will serve as the navigators. They will guide their communities through the opportunities and challenges presented by the AI transition, and they will also assist in fostering resilience and adaptability. They will play a pivotal role in inspiring and mobilising community members. They will try and nurture a sense of collective responsibility and empowerment to drive positive change. They will also have an impact on igniting projects and innovations for community enhancement, to build communities and to build sustainable advancement. This will be critical because people who may lose their jobs as a result of AI will need to be able to find other meaning and other value in their lives. So the role of the community leaders cannot be overstressed. Now, this is where it's important to invest in community leadership training. You wouldn't expect a CEO of a company to step in there with no training, so why expect somebody to step up to a role of community leadership without any training either? And investing in the development of community leaders is essential. We need to make sure that they have the skills, the vision, and the communication as well to guide their communities. When it comes to local leadership programs, the Loddon Murray Community Leadership Program stands as a great example of fostering leadership potential and community cohesion amid technological advancements. It is a wonderful program, and if you have a look at the website, which I will include in the show notes, there are a number of testimonials that appear there about the impact that participants have had on their local communities, as every participant is required to undertake a community project as part of their 10-month program. So I would call you to action. I would say, build our future together. Build our future together. Embrace the support from local businesses, organisations, and individuals to help build community leaders and to develop the initiatives in that area. There are undeniable community benefits stemming from active participation in leadership development, and it builds sustainability within communities and makes them grow. In 2023, the National Volunteer Strategy was released in Australia, and one of the things that it highlighted was the importance of an investment in community leadership, and certainly an investment by government in building community leaders, because they are the ones that otherwise will have to foot the bill with employees in local council. The rewards of volunteering and helping other people within your community are certainly amazing, and I would encourage anybody to become involved in those type of roles where they can. So that's it for the presentation. I would love to have your questions. I would love to hear what you think. By all means, leave them in the comments below or email me if you want. This video is the first presentation on this new channel about communities, community leadership, and community transition. I hope to make a lot more videos and interview people about what's happening in their communities. So if you've got a story to tell, please reach out. I'd love to hear from you. Cheers.